Today na the 30th day of September 2023. The last day of September, they tell Tata to September. Because we can day Saturday now for a very long time, we know say na inside October this particular program go done. We go use 2 months for do this program because of the time we start now. By the time we done now, it done midnight for some area the way day. Some of una, yes, it go midnight, and some of una it done midnight already. But still, because of Usai we base right now, we go still say today na the last day. Well, for you, we go back to you small. Now the first day of the new month. Yeah? And you know say today Saturday everything goes. Who say we want for start? I want for start with EDSA. Now EDSA I want start with. Because for we own neighborhood, the thief electricity cable, it just they continue. And I don't know what for say. I take time observe electricity in Sierra Leone. And waiting I they come up with in that me other brain, that me other mind, it's like darkness. Now some people in lake. And EDSA back the app for make the darkness continue. Light na life. Even though the president said we don't tell it, they say what na life. Yes, what na life. But trust me, light safe na life. When place light, liveliness the day, you know, everything. People then they be joyful, joyous. When lights day. Yeah? But imagine with all the hardship where they now, lights not the back. It they make a more depressing. I don't know if anybody see the video. We upload the video. You see him? That one in a BB area. Who side and say then they cut cable. I don't know if you see him. I don't know if we just play small line. Let you hear from other people them na the neighborhood. Then they complain about the electricity cable. We not to EDSA cable. The pole, not to EDSA pole. Uno mitande. Like the area where we dey. Now we draw lights candy. Now we. So not of us say we meet the pole or say na EDSA na get pole. No, now we buy we pole. Now we buy we electricity cable. And the thief man them, waiting and they do. Then they come, then thiefer.
Of the community Whitestone.
What then thiefer? Then they go sell on other side
now
back.
We get an understanding, say
Because
thief man them they come.
we all are we they provide for we
So as a community chairleader, how this
not to EDSA they provide.
It affects you so much.
Because
really this is don't money we really
provide.
Because we
what you thief and EDSA they go sell on too? No. And they just say lights they bring a lot of development. Jopi and EDSA say na because lights not dey. Because if lights dey, person no go there go touch electricity cable. You no go there, and that is true. You no go try with that kind of current way dey dey. You no go try for go cut electricity cable. But why make you they do am? because lights not there. But even if lights not there, waiting give you the right for go cut people cable. Waiting give you the right. Why? It's sad, but currently the feeling where they get are not like them. Seriously. I not like them. I don't know if I don't ever talk now, yeah? I'm not gonna ever forget the day, the 9th day of November. A day before myself go say I celebrate birthday or recognize birthday. That day, Chief Monday. Yeah? Go broke na house. Na me pan body. Chief Monday go broke day. And lately, because of this cable cuts way day, I just don't like that feeling where I can get called early in the morning. Anything I get called right now early in the morning. Because at that time, now the same thing be happen. Early morning, and then call say, hey, Chief Man, they don't come broke. For then days here, then go thief the cable back. Back again. Last week, Saturday, I say, oh, we're planning something, eh? So tell the person me they listen me now. They have cable will be left. They don't go pull her. And this one they come so close now to the fence of the house. Where they give me panic. I'm not supposed for the panic, not so. I'm not supposed for. Oh, this is the thing where come with. Wait to make some man say, oh, they not be seen but salon again. Now the thing this. Because if I have an investment, you are a talker and you talker. It's an investment. They appreciate too. If you take care of her. Eh? Yes, that make you not want any problem for going to salon. Because some of we, now they everything they. Now they we retirement, now they we non-retirement, and they all thing they. Yeah? But lately, I just don't like that feeling. Before I don't even speak about it. I don't really talk about myself. I don't like that feeling. They now was then even this morning they call me. But the concerning the light, the guys then for coming, all these things. They call me, but as soon as they call me, my heart cut fip. And you're not supposed to be so. But wait. Before we come here, just listen to a few people in our area, yeah? Let's listen to them. We begin for send the camera there. For let the camera go check now we area ba. Me pambody dedi. Sometimes go able see me pambody. Any pambody we see na me get her. Yeah. But now listen.
I mean, we are about to Kamara, chairlady of the community, White Stone.
And we then at the community now we get an understanding. Say, if man them they come normally for can't on a cable. So, as a community chairlady, how this they affect you?
It affects you so much. Really, this is no more now. Really. Because we dey try for improve the community, not to government pole, not to government lights. We dey try for improve the community. The chief man they give you chance. We put to cable, then can cut her. We put to cable, then can cut her. So this is no more. And one get cable now is about 70,000 leons. And now out of this light, I don't get we live in. So this I know the problem we don't get in this community. Why some community and fireman, this is no problem. You see. So now that.
And we never ever bring this to the notice of the Sierra Leone police.
Yes, we don't go make so many reports because the native now so we they go make reports. The other people then they go make reports. With the lady reports, but then they left. As they don't know, so we don't go make reports. As you fix them, they can't cut back. Okay. So we don't know what to do.
Okay. And on another time, fit say now go be the time for now na organize youth them na the community for make sure say themselves be watchful for no if man no they come for can't if them cable again.
I think say na so for do because for do that they for go meet the LEC for let help we make the youth man there for let recognize them for let them know say then na do for guide this cable na so get for do by God young power go do am.
So do we go left with EDSA because na then they in charge of light business na this country.
EDSA with the big una. Una know say na una dey work for we. Una know say na una dey work for we. If it's somebody dey care go cable for go sell na to you, if you know say this cable not for buy, na you dey can make. So if you know say this cable na you don't can work yonder, you don't can left and day. So if somebody you smart care go cable so enough for buy. Because when you buy you don't unbug the community. So we serve the big una do ya una help we because now una know about cable. We not go say una the thief you, but now we not know about cable. We not know about cable. But dear, we not say guide we. We not add for guide we. If not add for guide we, this problem they solve. If we now with we work together, we say them cable where they go. Because if man when they thief them cable there, we dey down to side the cable then they go. But if we not say help we with we the community then, I think so go succeed for this year.
Okay, plenty. Thank you for talking.
Yes, sir.
Me na Momo Kamara, Mr. Momo Kamara.
Whose community over this?
Well, na Firemanbo Whitestone. Watalo. This Firemanbo stop from here. Whitestone take from here. Go Whitestone. So we don't have this community, but we get this problem, this light problem. Any week we get problem with this light. Any week we get problem. If we then start with like Monday today, the next Friday back, then they come then thief this cable. But how then the thief whip and this cable? Then they come, then they can't study. And something. But we not go understand them. We not disagree them. So then they can't something, we not go know. Now, I see blackout come. So until the blackout they come around then 12. Then they get until 1 o'clock now. From 1 o'clock now to that time the light come back. When light go come now, when I know they get light again. When I crap now, when I take the cable there, one cable not the day again. And then cable already the chief, they know the chief small cable. Then can chief cable will cost up to 200, 300 yards. And one grain cable now don't cost up to 70,000 for yard. So if they can't take that cable, they na call they not be no more now, go make back when I will get. Because you know you see now money not in a salon.
When then say they happen, I don't ever bring this to the notice of the Sierra Leone police?
Well, yes, we don't report to police. We report to police. The first time we then take Naya, we go to police. The second time, now say, well, this, now see don't allow the watch, allow the think now, allow the try, the mobilize yourself. So until one day, court could come up, ban the chief man. Because we don't know. Pass court, pass Allah, you know.
Me. Na Mohammed Alpha from Waterloo, Whitestone, to be precise.
Why don't you tell viewers the way they watch you, what's in the issue that they facing present in this community?
Well, as a community we call Whitestone, we face a lot of challenges concerning the lights. One of the challenges we face na the thief where they thief the cable. But thief they happen when lights not they come consistently. Lights they come today, they come tomorrow, they come next tomorrow. So now that's the thief man that they capitalize on, whether they can't thief the cable. And not to one great time, not to 2 times, it don't happen. It don't happen 3 or 4 times.
And another ever bring this to the notice of the Sierra Leone police?
Yes, like this way it happened yesterday. I go make a statement. Even the first one where it be happen at this Wuyo line, and not to this Wuyo area no more this they happen. They happen around the community, different houses there around the area. They happen there. So, but we now with dim and faith where it happened. The first time where it happened, I go make a statement at police.
So, and as we don't see, you don't tell us say this thing not to the first thing they say they happen, and they happen over and over again. And also, and I don't call the Sierra Leone police, but still this thief business they happen. So, wait till now the community stakeholders them. Within the community, whose mechanism we want put in place for make sure say una self will be watchful for the and they continue again.
Well, to be sincere enough, the community not able to come up with any solution to that yet, because even when I go make the statement, the first question where the police ask me when I get any suspect, I say no. He say, well, we not try for mobilize a community surveillance. We at least we not go able to take notice of that thing that way they happen. He say police they work on intelligence. He say if side day where they sell their drugs them, we not make a known to we. So but this way area now one side everybody be they sit down, but for now I not considering they. So now that exactly I be tell the police them we they be ask me.
So apart from the light tifo they happen, the cable tifo they happen presently in the community, now any other thing back on the facing.
Yes, before ever we they come to this stiff cable business, as they see this host, 3 or 4 times stiff man they will come for attempt for county free. Because me the caretaker na. So 3 or 4 times, but God so good at that time lights be there and we get camera where they pick up. So from that time they for 4 consecutive times and where the thief man be they come and not be able to succeed. So now from that point they now they graduate to this other level for thief the cable. The thief cable be they happen at other communities then, but not to this we own precise area. Now from that incident now, this we own area begin experience that for thief cable and all the stuffs.
Before in this interview, get any other thing you had?
Like I wait till the police they say no more. We as a community now we get for mobilize we safe no more. Then with the big the EDSA people them. Because a blackout now they cause this. If blackouts now they are not sure if that's if man will get that mine for court cable. But now when they see blackouts today, now I mean that they take that venture they for court cable.
Plenty thank you for talking to me.
I tell you plenty thank you.
Mina ASP Aliu Jalo, the media and spokesperson for the Waterloo Police.
Well, media and spokesperson for the Waterloo Police. Recently, we get complaints from resident people who they live inside Firemambo and Whitestone community, as they see. Plenty time, Tiffman they go for go cuts, then cable them. So, and then we don't bring this to the attention of the Sierra Leone Police now Catalonia. You get any idea of that, sir?
Of course, we the police now Waterloo, we cognizant of the fact that reports they not come in from members of Firemambo community in Waterloo and also from the Biawata and Devil Old Junction about the destruction of EDSA transformers and cable stem. After we receive the reports there, also we the police will decide for be very proactive for the patrol them communities there, particularly times them where lights not a day, because the observation are that they destroy the EDSA transformers there and cable stem and then communities there in Waterloo when the place is dark, when there is no electricity. So as a result of that, we the police in Waterloo decide for up we game by doing regular patrols with armed guards them, particularly in a net where lights no day. We also don't do a lot of public education and sensitization to members of them communities there so. And we don't bring on board the community safety volunteers, whether they call CSV, we're in a neighborhood watch. We know with the police we cannot be everywhere at the same time because we know we get that human and material resources. Waterloo is a big community. We get a lot of other things them for address. But we believe say if we partner with members of the public, with members of the communities them who side their offenses that they take place, we go able for succeed. We don't give out with telephone numbers them to them communities there so, and we don't decide for get mobile checkpoints them and vehicles them where they patrol day. We even get respect for now they seen at the police station and 2 motor car they way park with them police they sit down inside. Now for let them go respond immediately for any calls where we they get now any community who side people and go call we are concerned because we feel say this is a sabotage. We all want electricity in our communities because we have kids who are going to schools and just reopen in the night hours we go while we picking them, let them sit down, let them study and then only able for study find where they get electricity. Not every family can provide solar lights for them picking them because at some point it's expensive, but the EDSA electricity they at a cost recovery. So if we enjoy enough for the benefit of everybody, but if few people bad people miscreants in our society, they deploy we the police don't decide for up we game for tight we belt for ensure that we're able for get them people let them go face justice.
So, how did you security right up this
Well, as at this moment, a relatively calm and peaceful but unpredictable Waterloo na a cosmopolitan area, na an area where get a lot of different people where some of them get hidden agenda. But waiting.
Okay, let we left that one day. All the explanation dey, let we left am. But we are waiting ASP Aliyu say not so. If they go thief me one time, they don't cut cable 2 time, 3 time. Like every week then they go cut cable. Then the police they tell we say they can they but then they see them. You know they see them oh. So now go scan in the car. They don't know they can cut the cable self, you know they see them. The police them back when they come oh, know they see them. But then say they can patrol. If for true say the car talks so lights down, then they can patrol. Nobody not in that area they when I wanted they don't thief in cable. Nobody. How then they do and I got sabi. Person awake in the morning. Cable longo. So now stand the police stand the car. Or now they don't go. Nine the thief man in the car. Well, the sad part, it's a developing area. You can notice that. A developing area. Tsgade, your man them be the at the area. But now because of Kush, your man then all long turn per Kush. Your man they know they again. You know they at the area again. Because first time it easy for scrub compound. Easy they get them boku. And then yourself go cannot get you not get for go because before we not get water well, but now I get. We not get water well and they can you know how water go get water for now. Because they know say they cannot get something must come out. But not anymore. They are not even there. They are not even around anymore. If not then they can't turn go stanet na God sabi. But they know they again. They know they. But for make the police they talk say, then can patrol lights no they. No. But for them person feel to say, well, can they talk and make up story? Not to make up story. The professor say, for crime for take place, now 3 things now they motivate the way they can do. A friend suitable target, when are the cable lane. Then lack of capable guidance. When are the police or the people? And Tisal say na cover up, make it not like say, nah them. No they work. But this is not good. And when they talk, he say, EDSA transformer, EDSA cable. First of all, the cable not to EDSA you. Not to EDSA you. The last one where I draw for Musa go draw, it cost me over $1,000 just for the cable. Where they thief so. Just for the cable where they thief so, it cost me over $1,000. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. If somebody sometimes they talk so, somebody go come and say, oh, but na cable no more. Na cable no more. And they make big thing again, na just ordinary cable. And na that fefle cable abide. Hey, Papa God. Na that 2x4 cable. Yeah? Now them be put to. And they can say, oh, the current not they find. Every time they come now, the current not they find. Well, let's change now to the real one, the manpower yan. Now go buy the manpower. The manpower now they don't can go with so. I ain't go with so. Hey, things are going to be happy again for just go pull over $1,000 can buy cable back putter. Where at the end of the day, then go just come back and pull and then go turn. Then that's why they left buffing. Nothing no they come up behind it. They don't drag go. What's happen? Nothing. So now make me say no let the camera go walk about. Even we be able to where you go there too. Yeah? Make you care where you stay, where you back go then go cover her. By the end of the day, do these people even listen? Because from that time, the time we go do the interview with the police now Tuesday, to date, I dey ask anytime I call. Police don't can make rounds now when I able to see, then say no. So even if you dey from full self for the interview, say, oh, we can go there, at least after that 10 day you go there not to so. They don't. So what you go do now? And it is at training, you feel violated. Eh? Imagine I dey get cable force. When you say, oh, you know, fine. We pull her. Then I be single phase. Then say, okay, no, look, by now, 3 phase. 3 phase, now 4 cable they buy. 4. Now they buy. 3 they run for the positive, the other one for the neutral or negative. How then you call her? 4 cables. And this is how they go to go. I pull her 2 I be get. I pull her and come out. By 4. They don't can go all they don't go with her. How developments go can? Then in over $1,000 they don't go with her. Then this morning they call me back say, oh, well for go to go now further. I say no, I need the door. I know the door. Because then go cost me for spend more money. Then at the end of the day, then thief are waiting to come up and nothing. Eh? Nothing. But now because lights not the day. So now they don't get easy target, easy area. And like I said, young people are not there again at the area. Eh? Only Regina say Tripoli, me not get business with EDSA anymore. 12 solar panel of 100 wattage and a wind turbine of 1200 wattage. And I saw him take kiss EDSA goodbye. Ashim William Selo set trap. How? How for set this trap here? Because me I go leko. Seriously. And I'm not kidding. I mean I tell like the caretaker now. I tell and say, if me be the now, trust me, I don't catch that thief, man. Not so by motto. Because they say, he who feels it knows it. I not go put me life at risk, but act for don't catch her. Because this last one, man, it come to the fence, the middle side of the fence for cut cable. Development go come. How? So they want let we all move come on at that area, then they will go back, will go congest inside the free tongue more. Now so that's why the government self get part for play. Pan security. A government responsibility. And get part for play. Eh? Ibrahim, sorry. I get generator. Some days then right now they like generator. Just for security reasons. Look how much for fuel. Why they press more instead they tell me say, oh, well, I'm for higher private security. Go through the legal the process. Yeah? Nah. even if na Sierra Leone police or whatever, so you go to get gun person for come. I don't think I want reach they do. I don't think I want reach day for begin bring arm person for can't sleep. I know they doubt them, but because they see Tina Banks will say, oh, put solar. I show the solar lights within me fence. I'm not sure. We don't go too tall because they out of the fence. I get solar inside compound, they are still there as security lights. They still did it. But the one they want to put outside, and they don't get a go. Valerie said that for check the one away and then they can't fix the cable. If not to then the Tifa, well, it'll make you suspect everybody and they tell you lie. Because this will be the area and other area they near we, but not be the country we. But they make you the suspect, say, who that they do this? Who are they? Because this last one, lights day, we then can't thief so lights be day, but no more because we on a half be hang now, we no be don't join the grid back. Then half the nine they can pull all. Eh? Ashim Williams. Waiting camera they work with. Now just say all what you name so I get all. Eh? All what you name so. Secret camera I get. Me not get secret because they only see the use get camera. Camera did it. Dog I get. Those days me come on and they go outside. Eh? If you go to a police station, safe, you can't on a Waterloo police station. You ask for that old suicidal big dog day, and they can go straight to the house. That me pan body. And they carry go there. So the area first then sabi also get that big dog. So, like, I don't say all these are suggestions, but some of the things that they suggest, we already, they know the host, we get the camera. They know say that was the camera, did he? So, all for say they don't know. But it's like, not so every time if lights go, and say, oh, you the light generator every day for caretaker. It costs you more money. Yes, you go think and back say, okay, it's your security, right? But how long, Panandi? Now punishment? Eh? Now punishment for get property in a salon? What you doing at the area and day? Water will provide for yourself. So lights now, everybody solar. Yeah, so we need for provide solar for provide for yourself. Like everything you do, like you they live off grid. Inside the city. Eh? No is you. I know they were saying I rant or I want to talk beaucoup. No. But just imagine that. Every bank so they ask if it's bulldog or German shepherd. It's a boer bear, a South African mastiff. Okay. Since we still live by this EDSA talk, woman in Minneapolis say, see, now some of the stuff then this where they pull people in back from progress for any development in that country dey. Sometimes you dey tower, you handle this, you handle that, but sometimes why you dey look back say, man, is it even worth it? Seriously though. Log on to EDSA. Yeah? Ibem so they say saloon all man get thief man tendency. This now wetin EDSA want me and you for know. EDSA say then wish for inform the general public say Wednesday the 27th of September, based on intelligence so them be able to gather, then be apprehend, then be arrest, then be all Idrissa Amadou Toli within a number 13 Samuel Lane and Sheku Stevens of number 81 Low Cost Housing Kisi. Now then two. Then be apprehend. Then say them be find them for they engage in illegal sales. One. Then they tamper with meter with the intent for disrupt the normal setting where go make you they buy the token. That's what they call and that credit that unit where they buy for the meter. For the meter. Yeah. Illegal sales. Sales of what? Even though they not tell me. Now cable and they sell because man they look for me cable. Then just say illegal sales and tampering with meter. Okay. Then some over the authority being go raid na IMAT. Where you read IMAT, you waiting kind of in mind. Oh, the sophisticated area. IMAT, oh, the well-to-do area. But wait. Particularly Bintu and Jallo Davis during. No, wait. Bintu and Jallo Drive. Bintu and Jallo Drive. They say during the inspection, when I go read down at okay, well, read and inspect, whatever. During the raid, even though they say an inspection, technical audit officials may discover say the community inside IMAT, Bintu and Jallo Drive, hugely they be engaged in illegal abstraction of electricity. By way manner, when I grown and I didn't pass the cable, and then be doing within the community, then with one welding shop. Where you so you don't say, hey, I'm at every big there. Not to them. Because it's a share. Now the palm body the way you can see. You know, like some people are working left their land where they don't buy and they left per body day. Then after they get 1, 2, 3 bigos, then we go back you meet other empty land and palm body, and when they empty land and palm body them. Now there. I don't know what's in housing and country planning get for do towards this palm body business. Yeah. That's what I say. A lot of we get spam body where you say a storage where you the bill. Or now the palm body, now they the caretaker day where they take care of the land. It make area ugly. For the Musakaba, I'm still waiting for your call. It make area ugly, palm body. I hope say down the road we go begin get say okay now you want put boys quarter bill I want say take care of your place. Because some land and they, for more they don't chook pambody day. Like say the caretaker now and the person will get the land well. Now agreement say prior you need the bill we see this pambody down there. Because we bill and I go and can give me notice. But as area don't begin develop, we for discourage that pambody business. And so I feel. Okay, the welding shop. The authority wants the public for notes. Say they don't get rapid response operation for catch electricity irregularities ranging from illegal abstraction of electricity. That's not the one we concern them more. Illegal abstraction of electricity, unmetered supply, the one where they chuk the meter them, faulty meter, burnt producing meters, and other form of supply limiting the authority from collecting the much needed revenue. Not to for say EDSA no say then the thief will cable them. But all they care for now how then they raise their own money. It's sad for say all these EDSA left and to we like we then the thief will cable them. They left and to we because we want the lights. EDSA supposed to get the infrastructure like what then they talk so they for don't add say then cable theft. But they don't care because we not to the cable. Then in a we. If you want the light, you go buy the pole, you buy the cable. EDSA care about can fix meter, you dey buy the credits. Then thief you cable, if you want the light, you dey go buy other one, you can fix them back. So it's like Alma on your own. EDSA cry their own, we cry we own. Now I just read for you the rapid response when they say they don't set up for waiting. For the one that they connect illegally. For the one that they tamper with meter. For them meter the way listen, meter we don't spoil. Don't then they still able for user. Now EDSA will command it. Now EDSA will command it. So even when they point per EDSA, seriously too, the salon people and say get the problem. The salon myself gets problem now. It's like them just want the country for the pandak, period. Then put transformer, then go damage transformer. Then put cable, then can't thief cable. You go thief cable, can't go to other house. At the end of the day, the other house waiting they want for do. They want for thief lights. We want to do all things correct by the books with the sufferer. Would I get to be back now? We the grumble, EDSA the grumble. All man they grumble. But tell me, if it be to say, if it be to say EDSA then able thief meter then connect other house with them with that thief meter the person they use them back confirm with credit. What in left way go surprise you by this light business na salon? Anything again go surprise you? Well, unless you want surprise. Pass if you want for surprise you. But let's continue. EDSA say in the call on all consumer of electricity. Then say if you engage and you know say all entail they don't talk so thief light meter way not good but then give them so that you go they give them money now the workman there and then they give money now they know then they buy the credit can fix them and you meter back. Tell me say no so EDSA workman ba. But then say if you know say you dey pada you keep business day, let you go report yourself. willingly report to EDSA office within a Stephen Street, or you go to Blackhall Road, or Wellington, or Falcon Bridge, or Godrich, for immediate solution. The authority go look for inform the general public for say they not embark on massive identification of irregularities na the use of electricity with immediate effect. We don't tell the read from EDSA. I don't know now when I approve this press release for please. Now one green, they say una don't do this for able curb, for able catch them. At the end of the day, una they come back, una increase the tariff per week because what you know, they say because people are the thief lights. But they can't do. EDSA say go report yourself. And then they embark on massive identification of irregularities and the use of electricity with immediate effect. They say if you fail, for go tell and say you depa you keep business by this light business, you make EDSA can't catch you for themselves. They say you go face the full penalty of the law. Hey, Papa God. EDSA. They said to this end, the authority they call on the patriotic Sierra Leone and them for make una support the authority by way man una go report electricity crimes them either to the authority or to the nearest police station. If you see something, 672 na EDSA the hotline. It works sometimes. I don't use that. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you go call T, they need the answer. Alright. So now that one day EDSA wants me and you for no. The 1st of October, EDSA they increase the tariff. Then they bring come a new tariff. Alright? The old one we still the param. Well, the new one, now in that. Then we say then get consultative meeting with salon people them. Now salon at the country way, if institutions say they want to do something, they say that they get consultative meeting. Not of allow on a bargain or say okay on agree or on not agree. Then they can't tell you what they do. Why then they do am? Nine that. You like them, you not like them. Well, forget it. Because we see they don't take issue, then they do am. EDSA begin the meeting. Na the Freetown City Council new building the hall. And then EDSA make the meeting. They invite people them around the country, institution them. All man go talk. But one particular man we say in talk on behalf of Labour Congress. I want to listen what he say. I want to listen waiting in say. Naya. Lord listen, do ya? You see, I try for making Naya. I don't know. Wait. I don't know why this person fishing a knife for call me.
Your stance, you have to revisit the situation. I repeat again, people are not happy.
He tell EDSA say, una get for revisit this situation because people are not glad. Listen.
If una car with this and they tell una plane, but put flight go dey.
He say if una car with this and they tell una plane, hey, una visit flight today now, when I get for campus smack.
People then will begin for thief like the poor cats are poor. Take into consideration the inflation rate of this country. Our national minimum wage, for God's sake, is 800,000. Just 800,000 for over. I mean, April it was last year or this year, April. Now we increase up to 800,000. It was ridiculous 600,000. And one presenter in the talk say all the prices are not go up. Yes, it is true. When you do research, everything has gone up, but salary don't go up. Now we talk and salary don't go up. Salary remains the same, and people are living within the same economy. So how could we sit in this corner or in this room? We can impose something will be like an explosive bomb into the minds of people. We have to be careful. It is not timely. It is not reasonable. It is unsympathetic. And if you people will not go ahead and implement this, the Labour Congress will do a very strong press release, and we are going to do a follow-up on this matter. We don't want to, but we have to talk like other people, because we want to maintain industrial peace, tranquility, and harmony. Please, we are making a passionate plea on behalf of the entire nation, the workers of this land. We have to be mindful. As it is now, our workers are not happy. Now, people. Please, let us be mindful of the fact. Thank you very much.
Please, let we be mindful of the fact. Let we not increase the tariff. But Labour Congress, what he say? At the end of the day, what he say then go do? Press release. What in press release get for do to EDSA? Yes, not the only power that they will then get. Now the power where you get, now you go use. The power where you get for say we go pull a very strong press release. Now you done so. And EDSA say waiting. Press release? A big body. Now that press release they scared. EDSA say well now go ahead. Now pull the paper. So from the 1st of October, electricity tariff charge it go up. I want to discuss something first. Yeah? In the United Kingdom, UK, the average 1 to 2 bedroom, they expect the people for use 242 kilowatt hour per month. 242 kilowatt hour per month. Then they expect them for use. In the United States, I say we own, I never sorry for we no more. They expect we for use 886 kilowatt hour per month. And that's what American, that's what they do. Even though now 10 we get. But that's what we're expected to use. On average. I just use UK and US on average. And imagine this one, now sorry they get 24 hours electricity. Not to the epileptic, not to the fixed electricity we'll get. We can't today, it will take almost days in no come. Yeah? Now this you are expected to use. In Sierra Leone, we get what we call the social band. The social band. The social band, EDSA expects you for use 25 kilowatt hour per month. Yes. Social band, 25 kilowatt hour per month. How is that possible? So I began for say, well, I check, I push this further and get some understanding. Because they see some of civil society them, and they go sit down and at TV they talk say, EDSA, they need for can explain to we, because me says I don't understand. Where you buy this thing, give you this, where you buy. My dear, you get for dig deep and make you get a common understanding. So now me they try to explain to you now. Bella Koma, thank you for the stars. Yeah? So I begin to say, okay, if EDSA expect the one the way they under social band for use 25 kilowatt hour inside 1 whole month, how you go able for use them? I begin for land say for use 1 kilowatt hour, it take a bulb for light consistently for 10 hours, 100 watts. If you use 100 watts for 10 hours, if you get 60 watt, 40 watt, the bulb them all come to 100 watts for 10 hours. Now they give you 1 kilowatt hour. So if you bought the all house, now 100 watts, just for 10 hours, you don't use 1 kilowatt per hour. So if you take, say, you get fan, you get all these other things then you get for use more than 1 kilowatt an hour. And let's say self month we get 30 days. Every day you want to use 1 kilowatt. Every day. They not even make for you that provision day. Because now 25 then put her. 25. So then they expect you not for even use 1 kilowatt hour per day. You don't understand now? I give you an example. I know they compare to the United States. I know they compare to the United Kingdom. But I just give you an example. Then consider waiting at the expectation. In Sierra Leone, if you dey under social band, EDSA expects you for use 25 kilowatt hour for 1 whole month. Even the security light when me get, just the light, they use more than 25 kilowatt hour for month. Just the light. So how is that possible? How? So we all want for people for pay electricity, but the institution concerned, are they being reasonable to the people? Not to this administration, no. Not to the Bureau administration make this or no. This is done there from when they introduce prepaid meter. Now in this one done the from an escoma in tem or pakaba in tem. Would that be called this safe? Now so this done the. But I don't mean to say they're not going able for Sidon for review them. Let's say bad loss day, that's fine. But now you make with a change, will they get different administration where they come, wait for Sidon say no, this the people like them on them. Instead, even the civil society they offer talk for we, then they go back for say they don't understand. It's a need for come and come. Whose particular civil society don't take and say no waiting, let we look into this bar. How is this feasible? How is feasible for make we able for use this? We try to explain to you. From 0 to 25 kilowatt per hour. You think say it possible? one bulb, even if now one bulb. Now say light they constantly. You know, put nothing on again. You go still use past that one day. Well, say when I net you the light bulb. You don't see say even when lights day, people in the afraid for put on lights. And they tell you say fridge na luxury in Sierra Leone. Fridge na luxury. Freezer, well, and they use them for business. Most houses in Sierra Leone, they get freezer. They not get fridge. Because they tell you, freezer na better. Well, for selling ginger beer, the colorata and all these things, the freezer, that's fine. That's fine. The freezer. But when you want to put water, you want to put food. And say no, because when the lights don't go take back before you can show we get freezer, I better. Now I make you hardly see salon host and get fridge. But how EDSA expect somebody for use 25 kilowatt hour per month? How? You don't see why they thief the lights? I know they say, nah, so if for you. I know they talk say, they get right for thief the lights. The way they do everything correct, then they still thief. You don't suicide one man where you get meter. Now they connect 300 hosts there. Where they cause for fire and all these things, then they happen. Because it is not feasible. It is not. That one day, na the social band. Normal band. EDSA expects you for use up to 200 kilowatts per hour. Now they expect you for use. Now it's normal to them. Yeah? Well, if you use above 200 kilowatts per hour inside 1 month, if you use them, then take you say you know high-end users. Okay. Let me see. I don't know who side I get. Let just look quick, yeah. Who side I get the previous one. It should be try for comparing. Wait till we get as to waiting EDSA. Not to the propose again, no. They don't come on that propose end. EDSA no mix per propose again. Because for now, the social band way for use up to 25 kilowatts per hour, EDSA expects you for pay for them 2092. Now then they charge you by 2092. Yeah? The normal way EDSA they do now, the normal 4,853 now for the normal. So now so it don't expensive now. I remember say I've been get the last old one I'll be able for not to the purpose anymore. the one who they pay now, we make some people learn that last time. Remember what they say? Oh, 100% increase. Now we don't get now. Because now this EDSA expects me. Hi Sam. Thank you, sir, for the stars. But now 100%, that's normal. Yeah? So because it's not possible for make you use 25 kilowatt hour per month, definitely you get for come for them inside the normal. When, let me say you buy 100 kilowatt hour. Now so they buy them 100. Let's say you buy 100. So 100, the first 25 kilowatt hour, now that rate they then go charge you when at 2092. Then the rest 75 go fall under 4,853. Now so the charges dey. But if you go above, well, above the 200, anything where they above 200 now, then they charge you 5,271. And so then they charge you. Now the word of that one. From time now, if you don't follow me for the longest, I don't the campaign say that social band. Now in there for able to send go even if not the 200. The social band. Now in there for send go 200. For say okay, we expect you for use 200. When you pass 200, now they begin charge you that high end user, or begin charge you now the normal. But EDSA say no. EDSA don't agree. They expect me and you for able for use. If you know and pay better, well, cut down. Use 25. Imagine the first one. I must maybe the user at the tongue. If I the tongue light day, I they use 1 million leons per week. Per week now 1 million leons I they use. Maybe don't go ahead so. Now then go explain me. So you use AC, you get freezer them. Now I make. Because all the one and then a luxury. If you use that, you get for pay. But go na then government office system. Go na then barrick them. Then they enjoy free lights. So man, when they do business, and then barrick them. Now they go put in the big and call them diamond fridge. For ice tin and for sale. But where EDSA one beat, now we then the beats. We. I don't know who that's the government of Sierra Leone, past and present. Who that then think say we the people and be ba. The government of Salone. Who that then take we for? Because any kind thing where they want to then they boss now we. Then you get people in back. When are they give for pay? They find all kind way. Not for pay. For use free lights. They sell this system to we say prepaid because what you do, people let me they burn the lights and when down we turn gun and they go pay. Now they can take sell to we. Nothing on the phone and not be tell we. I don't know if they not be see this coming. For say people and go still able to thief lights. They not be see them coming, Abi. Or them be see them, they just overlook. Because when they be ready for sell the prepaid meter, then tell we say all land they done. And so then tell we. But now, we only the thief lights, now we they suffer. For the one, now they pay for the one with the thief lights. You think say correct? Eh? Maybe some people just want salon for day in the dark. Maybe that. They not like lights. So the lights they unbug them. And say no. Why una for the lights? But lights fine no. Seriously. Lights fine. But when heads are ready, if they're not the fainting for put excuse bar, all this they done. All. We want buy credit, so you put your meter. Now you name the car up. Then just need for go digital. I explain here how the mistake puts the new meter na the wrong side, then correct them back. They no can the also from the system na they then correct her. It's not ready it's boo. Now so me feel. It's my personal opinion. Say all these thief, now them people them. Somebody need for aid that crime they for happen. And when you check, na EDSA work man. But when EDSA ready, good one. All this they done. And then people them, and then they help for make the thief continue. And them. Yeah, then go to sit down and say, if they talk with you, no sabi. Oh, but now na. Now when I just talk and I meter we don't burn all people in the able user. How then they top up? Not so now. Then they thief meter. Then they still go connect now. How then the user? Not so now. Bona left me bo. I say na excuse una defend. Una continue. We don't suffer now una hand on. We know. We don't do in EDSA. But me and them in tune I don't see. Me and them we dip at this thing. Lungi Bridge. Lungi Bridge don't surface again. Some of us are still hopeful because if the bridge happen, it will be better. But again, I say but it need for happen in a good time. When I go turn like the international airport. As we speak, a lot of people now where they travel now Guinea than they pass. Beaucoup people, a lot where they travel now Guinea than they pass. Okay, fine airport, I love it. But it look like say the time where the government and the Suma group be agree them. And now look at the work. And it cost a lot of money. First of all, they say salon for fly go expensive, my dear. Now it don't pass smack. So people prefer them pass Guinea. So if we talk about Lungi Bridge, let's get a right to. Or else, a good day, it turn furniture back. It go turn furniture. I not tell you say people they use the airport. But my dear, the traffic what they expect. You know they happy so. Because personally first, I know a lot of people where they travel on through Guinea then they travel. Now they travel. So all I want in a less revenue. Well, for the state, for young people, we forget, and for Suma for low try for offset them. I love the airport, but I be asked the other thing and say, who that don't can verify, who don't can certify, who that don't can appraise the airport say yes, na $270 million na it cost. Another loan they would don't go take for an expansion of this same airport. Not apart from the 270, they don't go take loan for expansion. Why they feel to say now that only airport building something now I make this new one will get terminal 201 to terminal 202, 203, 204. Maybe that old one they want for expand them and do something they change itself. Let it be terminal 101. I said maybe it is not of us saying until it's certain. It is not. But now the government don't come back with this bridge. I go like for use the bridge. The bridge will not be like itself. I don't begin to say, okay, well, if you be say it there for cross the bridge, I go to use the bridge, but when the motka they go take ferry. Trust alone government. As them build a bridge just to ferry need again. Eh? Ferry need again. Now you say all man go use the bridge. Nege option. And the go see pampa they still work. Run cross with motoka. Either use the bridge or you go round. Ferry need take you. We want the bridge, yes. Me, I want the bridge. But me all one thing it get bought. Waiting at the terms. I don't want the bridge at all cost. Well, it look like if I say now so the airport take happen at all cost. That all costed and they cost we so now. Because when they may go na America, you see the picture na your screen. Where the suicide Dr. Senge, team up near the train. Well, he pull int. He say one day, see him. Like I team up near the train so. He say one day, train go come back in a saloon. I want him back. He go up fast massively for real day into farming. For they take goods them one place to another. Go ahead. So, what thing we expect from this new one way the bridge don't surface back? Now listen. Because when President Bill be can America, they get a town hall meeting. Usai it tell the one that will be in a town hall meeting. For say that Lungi Bridge it in a art. And that one day he go do a ma. I just hope say what President Bill say go do a ma. Not to per all cost. Pa. Even if na bad deal, watch them build the bridge. Because we don't need the bridge if we not get for user. We don't need the bridge if a lot of people go bypass the bridge. Le now they know the bypass for go Guinea for fly. Eh? Right. So this one we will see now from the African Development Bank and now from the country office with the inside salon. Now from the country manager, is sent them to the financial secretary when a Mr. Matthew Dingy. He say the subject when send this letter for now for mission announcement concerning the Lungi Bridge design optional analysis study. Design optional analysis study. Where I see this headline, I say, oh. Dr. Tambi. Yes, we know so you don't go, but your name go still play. Your name go play because waiting do. You be don't tell me a lot about this design, about the bridge. And President Bio second time come, now first them pull. And now we dey hear about optional design. That means to say you design where you don't make much for. Where you don't give it back talk for. A questionable. And I feel to say Usai the government been get this wrong first. Usai them be get a wrong first. How you okay, yes, now you get your water, you know how you want. But you know you design. You know they put the money. Now you design, now you price $2 billion. Now you begin talk all the way till you don't for talk. You sabi what you want. Now the water this. Potential investor come. Paddy come. Now the water this so I want connect here from yonder. I go look for let it so. But there, when I give you design by when I give you like 2, 3, 4, 5 design, let we choose the one we feel to say go able, you know, not too expensive but of good quality. So when I give you different one them. But all the money will be spent first by that first design. Now they hear about optional analysis study. So when the study will be done do first. Yeah, you go say triple and optional. Then why we Russia? Why? What will be one for proof? Again, President Biden say this is in a hat and in the doing, which is fine. I want it too, but not desperately. We go make with for don't inside bad deal. No, we go make the bridge bill. But can then say, before that go round the bar. La go round. When I take on a bridge. May I go round if not that? Let's continue. The country manager for ADB, when at the African Development Bank, it tell Matthew Dingy say, in place for inform am for say the African Development Bank don't engage COWI consultant for make them carry out an optional analysis study for the Lungi Bridge design. Yeah. Wait to where Dr. Tambi be the go the book where be do that analysis he go out. Man, that herself. That in design way be do. For say no left he go out. La gin quarter for ya. But I feel say we Russian. Dr. Tammy, I don't know. Now you know. Optional analysis study for the Lungi Bridge design. Eh? If them be add few $1 million more, then they for don't do for build a new airport na mama. We go open potential new city. Less hassle for access to capital, Freetown, and Lungi for be don't use for the military and internal flights. I sam they say. Okay. They say Kowi, they among the leading consulting firm them within the complex infrastructure design with particular expertise pan bridge business. And say this Kowi AS where then they suggest for can do that optional design pan bridge business. Hey, then a papa pa the game. Dr. Tambi. Hey, now you they pull in so they say you not to papa pa the game, you not to expertise. They don't go find expertise for can design. They say not to a bridge no more, but tunnel and also marine structures them. They say Kowi, then a papa pa the game for do the thing and they. Then say when you want talk about Kowi, they say they regard them as the leading engineering firm pan bridge business, and they're able for show you bridge them where they don't do like for transportation projects them. Like one na the Kanakele bridge where they inside Turkey. Where they then another one where they do the Fitchman belt where they na tunnel where they link Germany and Denmark. You don't see the reason why I say for fix that old FBC we need people in the game already. Then we want people and can join for land. Okay. Mame kote say triple L do the math ba. New airport plus Lungi Bridge equal X or Mama minus Lungi Bridge equal X. Now find X. Right. Then say Kowi. Then are the one away for Cam. Then go undertake a mission. Now Freetown they don't do already because they'll be from the 27th to the 29th of September. And this purpose where Kowi they come now for investigate the overall technical and economical visibility of the Lungi Bridge project. Overall technical, economic visibility of the Lungi Bridge project based on the existing information where they and waiting then go observe. The result of the study shall have a form so decision then go make them regard the realistic scope and appropriateness of the project before proceeding with the engineering design. You see the process, eh? Then they send people in come. This now the ADB, the African Development Bank. Then they send people in come from Kowi. waiting for make economic sense. Because the bank, if you put the money, they want the money back. Waiting go make sense economically. That design, the technical, not for just can put a number buy. Like that. Alright. Now they go. The result. Now, out of that result, the realistic scope. And yes, before them go proceed with the design. Want me to say Dr. Tammy in design number? They make launching. No wonder when I first them pull. Oba. Imagine Dr. Tammy and them first them pull. Ezekiel asked how much we go pay for the visibility study. Well, it's in the African Development Bank. We not begin it so. This is the initial stage. Because I made them say after they done, they go sit down now. Then now go count the engineering design. We mean to say that design will be get first. It inside book kits. And not a nice book kits. The scope of the study is to review and summarize recent studies, findings, and for describe the best situated technical solution for the design of the Lungi Bridge. We are still talking about visibility studies and design. The best suited technical solution should include the assessment of expected impact on road traffic due to waiting the construction of the bridge. They attach the mission in terms of reference, but we not see. The best suited technical solution. Therefore, include them by the assessment. Because then they expect how this can for impact road traffic due to the construction of the bridge. The mission term of reference, they attach them, but we not see them. As part of this assignment, COWI AS go perform a documentary review, site visit, and then go hold consultation with various stakeholders, and then go include government officials, OPI, and other relevant stakeholders. Alima Ashi, country manager, ADP, African Development Bank Group, inside salon. If attempted for ask now, say wait to. So how much Dr. Tambi their own visibility study then be spent per am? Right to access information. Then go tell back say that in a classified. We go fair way for ask. You know there are certain things then we need for try. But then go answer. Now state house because the office of the infrastructure, the presidential infrastructure, now state OCD. I go Kololi. We go ask them say how much Dr. Tambi be spent by in visibility study and in design. Because what they talk so now, it's a all new one. So we mean to say that Dr. Tamiyun, well, the visibility not visible anymore. Now so they waste money. Now so the Lungi Bridge go the cost we. Now so it the cost we. Now so go the cost we. Take go. All the half tier, you know one contam, better contam. Seriously, contam more. Well, if you say no contam, well, trust me. While I go there, I don't know what they do the mic now, but wait. Me in the feta. No, so? Aha. I don't know why they make one kind of gist no. But they get me now. And I also had the monitor and I did the issue then. You think so for ask how much money where Dr. Tambi spend? You think say na money, na that money they you waste, na make you know they again? Eh? And I say, but this is design with all pa. We don't can go to three side there. Then say not to so then they make bridge. And so they can go to three side them. And say not to so they make bridge. If you say not so then they make bridge. And big ask, wait, how do I do this ba? And so, oh, he's an engineer, well-known engineer. They say, whose project be done do? Well, he don't do project them, but this time one of the major projects them we don't get for let do. And so not to say they make bridge. So all man they wonder now waiting Dr. Tambi be deeper. Dr. Tambi right now they listen me they vex. Say I no blame him and the president. Because they ain't pulling me per hook. The president not be pulling me per hook. A boy they know where they sit down there. They disrespect me so like that. Not to disrespect, sir. You visibility study and you design. Wait happy with her. You be too the Russia. So not for listen this back, eh? Because Dr. Tambi be say for Lungi Bridge, if not to him talker, if not to the president talker, no listen to nobody will talker. Dr. Tambi. If I say a position, I dey please the president for put you. And so you go please am back for pull you. Eh? Now you left me in a confused state. ADB say, they don't say people if I go do visibility study for the bridge. Now you don't tell me say if not to talker, if not to president be talker, not for listen to nobody. Who are they now? Al-Hajj Ba say maybe we not respect local engineers then. But Lungi Bridge. Not to that community bridge. There are certain I like local content. Yeah? But certain projects you need expertise. You need people with track record of something where they don't do. How they can practice for Lungi Bridge? My left body. Lungi Bridge, they practice pa. To that community bridge, that for walking then to village there. As you cross this bridge, so when you don't dey inside this village, what to that bridge do? Oh, what them they tell yourself we make that bridge thing and not be la. All kinds story, and they don't let they tell you about that bridge here. Eh? Jopi and Elton left. Eh? You see, the one way ADB recommend, they outline bridges them, tunnel, where this company don't do. The outliner. You can't talk say he design bridge. That design the any kind talk and go talk a kind of water. This one not to that tell they tell say, oh, na mami water na the water. The Chinese man them say when they go na the water, anything they meet na they get her. All kind story them they tell we. Why make you not get the Lungi Bridge? Well, sometimes Dr. Tammy will create, not be create for the mami water. Yeah, my bill Tiawa. My bill Tiawa say the list itself that the manifesto the neighbor for Bilam. Now this bridge then they be. He say let them build the bakery first. You know see the bakery na PMB. Hey. I need to send a distraction. No, this is not ADB. Usman say let them give gentle. Gentle need a build bridge on the left. Let gentle go down with Waterloo first. All road. Even for go by council lender. Let go down that road today first. Okay. Do I want the bridge? Yes. I want the bridge. But not to do or die. Not to at all cost. And like what ADB say, waiting will be of economic sense. Waiting will make sense for them. ADB, let them not go use C coach for tell you now because I Dr. Tambi be the use today. Well, look, how much C coach they make? You expect to for pay $40 back for cross the bridge? Now, C coach be take the example. C coach. Now be how much kilometers? Now be 17, now be 12. I don't forget. I will look for her. We dey see bridge demo. Senegal gets, Nigeria gets. Beautiful bridge there. Who self want? But no more. The government no get money for do the bridge. So now they ADB kind sign. African Development Bank. Now they don't take kind sign. We will not get money to now. Who price the bridge say na $2 billion. I don't know that be like I would attend it though. But we there. Right. Now left the bridge. Let's do something.